fishing,
Fishing.
and I'm just trying to get this out my system. Now, catch me lightning in a bottle. In fifth gear, and we're finally going full throttle, switching through lanes like there ain't no tomorrow. Higher than an eagle, going faster in a free fall. And so it begins to start moving your limbs. Feel the beat in your feet and flow all through your skin. Ain't holding back to get a panic attack. Wanna give you a little taste and put my name on the map.
Exclusive.
You got the one, but yeah, like it's.
That was fire. So where can we hit that? Where can we hear that?
Oh, I didn't put like it's like I had to take time out because now wedding planning and.
So why did you take time out? That'll be coming out when Detox comes out.
Yeah, like I said, it's
No, that should be continuing, bro.
yeah.
You didn't take time out for that. That's mad fire. There's no time out.
Drop it on your wedding, baby.
Yeah,
There we go.
Drop that on the wedding.
But no, well, I go with the beat. Like, so I bought it. Well, I bought off a Ukrainian made that. And I was like,
Okay.
Oh, Ukrainian made the beat?
yeah, he made the beat, and this is during like, just right when the war started. He's like messaging me. He's like, hey man, can you send that? He goes, and I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I got some mocktail like fire, and I'm like, this guy's still. I go, you're in there. He's in there tossing mocktails.
Is that making beats?
Well, and I'm like,
Mocktails and beats?
and yeah, I sent him money. He's like, oh man, I'm so happy. Like this is gonna feed me for like a month.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this money's like this. It's not like it was a big money. But I'm like, this is feed you for a month. I'm like, it's that bad of this. I'm like, you know what? Shout, I respect it. And stuff. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. Shout out.
Good thing, man. I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up.
He's talking about on his Instagram. I'm like, this guy's he's out in the trenches. That's probably where he's making these heavy beats. Just
Well,
he's hearing some bombs. Just help. Like,
Well, but he probably needs something to get his mind off of that, right?
Yeah.
So there's war, and then there's something that gets your mind off of all that stuff that he's seeing each day.
yeah.
But that's good.
Making
on you,
bomb
man.
beats while bombs are dropping, you know what I'm saying? That's what you
But
gotta do.
It sounds pretty good. Yeah, man, that's like I like. So
That's good. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna switch up the vibe. We want to talk about current events that's happening right now in Ontario or Canada in general. And I'm not too sure if you guys have been listening to the news lately, but there was something in the news a few days ago where there was an intruder that broke into a home, and he wanted to rob the place, but the homeowner said, "Not on my watch," and he ended up assaulting the intruder. Now, the way that Ontario laws work, unfortunately, he injured the intruder so bad that it caused him not to get in trouble. So charges are now brought against the intruder for doing more than
too aggressive.
he was too aggressive with the intruder. So it pretty much put him in a life-threatening condition. So my question to you guys is, as a homeowner and when you want to protect your family and your kids, how excessive is it, or what is too much to protect your family? Like, would you kill for your family? Would you call the cops? What would you do? What is too much?
Too much is.
What do you think?
Well, they say you're supposed to leave your keys by the door, right?
They did say something like that.
I might just throw my keys at him. Snowball. No.
Hit him right now.
But like I said,
Do you believe that he's the one that should be getting in trouble?
Nah.
well, I heard a knife was involved, but like I said, I don't know what the story. Who?
You're in my home, bro. You came into my home. I didn't ask
It's
you.
like the one there. I guess happened up in York region. There, the man. That's when the man had the gun, the shotty or whatever. The gun still. The man just came out. He just busted shot. I'm like, this guy's a vigilante. He's out here going crazy.
Vaughn?
Vaughn, yeah. The man's like, what? I'm Batman. It's like, holy, this is going on.
But how far would you go to protect your family if someone's breaking into your home?
As far as I need to. So they leave.
Okay.
So they leave, bro. You came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone reacts to it, but
Yeah.
but in that moment, the way I see it, whatever outcome that happens, I'm gonna have to answer to the one and only creator,
For sure.
Father. So when that takes place, I'll be put in a position where listen, I'm gonna have to defend my family, I'm gonna defend my loved ones.
Yeah.
I didn't put myself in this situation, right?
I didn't tell them to come in. Yeah.
You didn't tell them coming. So you're more or less, your conscience should be kind of more at ease, knowing that I'm trying to do everything I can to protect all my loved ones.
Do you believe in excessive harm though? Like, say you've got a hold of the intruder and you want to teach him a lesson. Like, do you believe in stabbing him up? Do you believe in breaking a neck? Do you believe in
But again,
breaking an arm?
it's all based on situation. If you,
Yeah.
Well, you already have him subdued.
If I think the person has a weapon,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't have a
if
weapon?
there's a weapon and I know I can easily overpower the person,
Mhm.
you gotta think, okay, all I gotta do is just break his leg and let him go.
Hold it closer to
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the whole reason behind the policy is because what they're saying is, like, for example, like, let's somebody pushes you.
Mhm.
Let's say I come and push you. Does that mean you should pull out a gun and shoot me down? Like, that's where it gets
Yeah,
excessive.
no,
right? They're saying-
no.
because
I get what you're saying,
They're
yeah.
using that philosophy, saying that, yes, you already got the person down. You didn't need to go out to that extra mile, right? Because same thing with, like, law enforcement. Your job is to actually slow you down. Like, they say when a cop pulls out their gun, they're supposed to actually shoot you in the leg first. Not to the
Well, they're not supposed to shoot you. Period.
No,
They're not supposed to pull out a.
no, but even if they have to use their weapon,
If they have
your
to,
leg for
a way to slow you down.
Slow you down.
In that circumstance, aren't you doing? You're basically doing the citizen's arrest. You almost like yourself. Like, listen,
Yeah.
right? So you're like, I'm gonna use kind of force stuff might be necessary, and I'm like, I'm claiming citizen's arrest.
Yeah, just get here faster. The longer you take, the more damage happens to you.
The way I look at it is, if I know I can overpower the person, I'm breaking their legs, and then I'm a hold a knife to them and wait till the cop shows up.
You hold a knife to them.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna use it because remember, if you use it, then it becomes excessive.
But this is just to hold him in place.
Do you think anger would take a hold of you? Like,
Well,
this
that's
man's
what I'm
big.
saying. It's all based. It's situational. Like, if in the moment, if I think this person had a malicious intent, like this is like some big man with like weapon, yeah, I'm going all out. Like if it's like a little 16-year-old kid who's probably getting sent by another big man to come rob me, and I catch this little kid, I might take a different path on it. Okay. And I think that's what happened with this situation. Was that it was a young person. It was a young person.
But at the time, I don't think the homeowner would assess that this is a young person.
Yeah, I'm not.
I gotta take it easy
about that.
I think the homeowner just said, like, this is an intruder. My family's in danger. I gotta do what I gotta do to protect.
Yeah, I
them,
mean,
right?
And a lot of these young guys know why they're going in there. They know they're going in there because they're the young one, and they're not going to get the adult charge. They'll get the young offenders act. So they know that there's being sent in there to do that. Yeah.
How to manipulate and play it. Right?
But now that seems like it's getting stopped though. So.
What do you think should happen to the homeowner? Do you think he should go to jail? Do you think they should give him a blind? They should let him off? What do you think?
Hold up. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're gone?
For coming through. Appreciate it so much, man.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you, brother.
We're going viral because of you. We're going viral because of you. We're watching some killing it. Yeah.
Because I remember
Celebrate.
one of those guys standing
On
on
cue. He's coming. He knows. He even told us.
I used to be one of
Like,
those
I gotta go.
Get your back up, Otto. I'm like,
Listen.
all right.
Don't you guys remember like elementary school dance? That was the longitude thing in elementary school.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank
Take
you for
care,
making a
take
little
care, take care.
cameo. And you're welcome back anytime, okay? All right. Take care. Did you get some food to bring home? There we go. Good stuff.
Well, listen, 300.
We're down
We're
for it.
down. Yo, let us know.
We're ready. We need the
If you
costume.
know, if others aren't,
We need
here.
the costume and everything though.
Let me know. I might have to, try and buff up.
That's gonna take a while still.
With 300?
That might take a while.
I said try. Think I don't know already? No,
you'll be fine.
I just need some cuts. I don't need to buff up. Just let me get some cuts. I'll be good.
Just get the Drake treatment.
I see how that do that. The tomato one. Like this, like half like call it tomato.
And then Thor,
Ready.
we can do that. We can do that.
Drag him
All
up.
right, guys. Go home safe, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, where we continuing at?
It's just like, yo, this is just all over the place today.
This is what's the word I'm looking for? This is
It's gonna be a beautiful cut up, yo. Just cut it up. It's gonna look so different.
listen, we have the best editor in the business.
The whole time you can hear me.
Okay, hold on. Do you know about the Omar Good and Cameron beef?
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Okay, so you can
with Cameron like
come sit here, my
we
brother.
have like a
You gotta
fake,
come a little
movie.
closer.
Yeah.
had him come up.
Yeah, come
But
here, brother.
Omar responded with the rap beef.
This is what we're saying.
Okay.
All right, go pull that chair if you want. All right.
Wait, hold up. Let's wait for.
So he don't know too much about it. He said
double C.
Omar Good and Cameron beef. Yeah, he don't know. So
So do you want to explain it first? So you give him a synopsis of what happened?
again, I don't know the major. I just know. I think Cameron was in a podcast or something and mentioned and said Omar Gooding Jr.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Nah, I'm not Junior. That's Cuba." And I don't know exactly what went from there.
Mhm.
But then all of a sudden, Cameron was saying he had some diss songs for him. He came out with like 3 diss songs or whatever, and back and forth. But besides that, I think it's all good and fun. Like Omar got some bars still. Like he's not backing down from Cam, but he's saying he's taking it as, yo, this is just entertainment. He's not even taking it as like a beef, like we hate each other, we don't like each other. So it's entertainment.
Yeah,
So
so
you
it
said
was
something, I said something. Yo, let's just
So
have
to-
our
to-
fun with it.
yeah. So to give it the full story, that was pretty much the
Just there's other
bit-
parts to it.
what it was Cameron had made a mistake by
Yeah.
calling him Cuba Gooding Jr. when his name is
No, I think he said Omar
Omar
Gooding Jr.
Jr., right.
But he's not the junior.
right.
Cuba is. That's what
So he
he's trying
kind of
to say.
disrespected his name. So what happened was obviously Omar Gooding Jr. took offense to that. I made a couple diss songs against Cameron, right? So Cameron, as a response, made a fake
No, I think he did come with a track. I think did Cameron rap something back first?
No, like trying to make a fake movie.
He just
Yeah,
went
yeah.
straight to the okay.
Yeah.
A fake
So-
movie made the guy work out and everything, get in shape for the movie.
That's right. So it was pretty much a fake set, fake actors, fake everything to make it look like he was actually really part of a movie. So Cameron took it to a whole nother level of pretty much pettiness, right?
Yeah.
So
Now, to respond to that though, did you see the video that I put up in the chat?
No.
The last video of what Omar was saying?
No.
Remember, he said he didn't do all of the stuff they wanted him to do.
Mhm.
Right? He wanted him to like do jumping jacks, push-ups, and something else. And he's like, I'm not doing it. He's like, push-ups? All right, I'll give you push-ups. So he did the push-ups. He doesn't give a shit. He didn't care, whatever. He did it.
Mhm.
But then I know people might be like, oh, Cameron got him. But Omar's like, yo, you paid me money to do whatever. I know, like he knew in the end it wasn't a serious thing. He figured it out. So like in the end, I don't really think Cameron's up on him. I know people want to make it seem like, oh, Cameron's got the edge on him. Oh, he made him do a movie and he's not putting it out there, blah, blah. But you paid for a man's flight, gave him money, and okay, filmed him for something he kind of knew that wasn't going to come out.
well,
So,
no,
okay, so who really won in the end?
well, to me, it's a. I don't know about going back and forth with any man in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but
To me,
okay,
it should be
aside from that.
If you're in your 30s and your 40s, if you're
But you think it's entertainment.
right, but if you have a
Right.
disagreement with another man, you should be able to talk it out. Going to
Yeah.
the next level of, making a fake movie and having him look like an idiot.
Yeah,
on a
it's
dog
kind
show,
of, yeah.
that's next level immature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel as a man, if you have an issue with another man, talk to him over the phone, have a beat up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe.
No, I
in-
mind you, we're just getting what's put out there. Like, not, there's probably some other stuff that we don't exactly know went on behind the scenes, right?
Mhm.
Like, it is kind of weird if a man just called you the junior when you weren't, and all of a sudden you come with this song. It's like, I know he's been rapping and stuff, so to him, maybe it was just like, you know what, rather than think, let me just have some entertainment with it. Let me just have some fun with it. It's Cameron. He has his show.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll just think. So if that was his angle, whatever, because to me, he's just keeping it entertainment.
Mhm.
I don't think he was looking at like trying to go beef and bring it to the streets and have his mans come for him and all that talk. I think he was just keeping it entertainment. I think Cameron now is at a level that, yeah, okay, that's what I'll keep it at. Because he just kept it petty, right? Like, oh, let me book you a movie and right? As stupid as it sounds, it does sound like something Cameron would do because he's trying to floss that
but-
I got money that I can blow on you
That's
and waste.
but that's a
That-
shtick though. That's his character.
Yeah. And to
Um,
me, like, okay, if I'm a man and you say you're gonna just pay me this money, fly me out first class, take care of this and that, and this is supposed to be a punk off to make me look bad because you want to show footage of me doing push-ups.
Mhm.
And like you said, why? Apparently, you had a camera of him changing. Why are you
That's weird.
filming a man changing?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? To embarrass him? Nah, it's nowadays that's more embarrassing on you now.
I think
So,
when you're in your, because how old is Cameron? Almost 50, pushing 50.
yeah, minimum
Yeah.
our age.
Me personally, I wouldn't resort to that level of. First of all, I don't have the money and the resources.
No, but if I did, I'm still not.
I'm not paying somebody $3,500 to make them look stupid,
Yeah,
to make the audience laugh at them.
Yeah,
That's a waste out of my money. That's a waste for my money personally.
yeah.
Um,
Can't just make diss tracks.
I can't think of anybody that I dislike that much not to have a conversation with them first.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a this. They probably don't know each other that well. Where he's like, you know what? Let me just have some fun with it and make a. He's a rapper, right? Okay, let me get on his level, which I can respect that if that was his train of thought. I don't know what it is, but if his train of thought was, you know what? Let me have a little fun with it. It's Cameron. Let me be petty too or something and make a diss track, or let me make some songs and see where it goes. One, he is doing his rap thing too, right? So we know celebrities and stuff when these guys are artists, when they do stuff, you got to do things to get your name and get people jumping on you and get your name out there, whether it's good or bad or whatever. His tracks aren't bad.
Let me ask you something. At this age we're at right now, if you have a problem with somebody, another man, how would you handle it?
Well, first of all, I try to live at peace with everybody.
I know you do.
Right?
I know.
But
if you were
they're not receptive to that,
and you had to go a different route to kind of get to them.
say they're going out of their way to embarrass you. How would you handle that as a man?
Yeah.
I would leave it alone. I would let him do it.
Just allow it. You
Like,
allow it.
whatever.
Let it go.
What's the big deal? Is there anything? Is there any truth about it?
Okay. I don't.
Right?
We don't know.
Right. Here's if someone went out of their way to try to embarrass me publicly
On social media.
whether actually, you know what, whether it's true or not, it is what it is.
Which is the name of his podcast.
It's actually,
show.
yeah, it's funny.
It is what it is.
But it's actually a bigger reflection on them,
Yeah, that's right.
on how immature that they are choosing to take it versus me. I would probably just listen. This is probably the reason why I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah.
My brain, I'm not as smart as you guys.
That's nothing to do with being smart. That has nothing to do with smarts, bro. That's nothing to do with smarts.
I don't have the brain power and the capacity to fill it with everything that's going out there.
Yeah.
I'm too focused on what I am
You're doing. I get it.
And if someone wants to go out there and blast me about anything, be my guest. But I am too focused on the goals that I need to accomplish to entertain the mental capacity to even give that any attention.
Good advice.
So even like, I know that's another situation with Cameron and
Yeah. Omar. You see, he's gonna come at you now. He's gonna come to this tracks at you now.
If it was me,
Yeah.
that's exactly my position as well.
No,
It is what it is, right? You do what you want to do. You're accountable for whatever you do. And whatever you put out there in public, I'm accountable for whatever I do. And I don't have the brain power and the capacity to divert. I'm too focused on what I need to do.
So that
To waste my time and energy on those little things like that.
Okay, so that's your perspective now. Let's say rewind to the Chris Curry that was 20 years ago. Would you still indulge in a back and forth with your op, or would you say still let it go? They're doing their own thing.
20 years from now, so
20 years ago.
20 years, yeah, 20 years ago, I would probably do the same thing because I'm thinking of who I was 20 years ago. I'd probably do the same thing. Now, 25 years ago,
Extra 5.
That's a 5 years difference.
Add the 5.
because 20 years ago, I was still a Christian. I was even more focused back then. I was even more focused on figuring out who I was back then. Then now I know who I am. Back then, I was even more focused with trying to figure out who I am.
Okay.
So even back then, and I was even the level of accountability that I had to other people back then wouldn't have allowed me to even enter. Even if I decided to even put something out there, I would have had to answer to so and so the people who I was accountable to.
Okay.
To be like, they would have seen it and they would have been like, "Do you think that was the best approach in this situation, Chris?" And I would have to answer to them.
Okay.
So you had mentors guiding you as to
And I still have those mentors today.
There we go.
Right?
Okay, so basically you're doing the Drake line, "Diss me, you'll never get a reply from me."
I never heard that line before.
Okay. That was one of his lines. All right. So, okay, hold on. Let me try and get at you a little bit here. Say someone came in right now, right? And came out with something that's against, say, something religious. Like you're by like a quote or something, someone says, "No, this is what it really meant," or "No, that doesn't mean that." Or they're kind of questioning you on your quotes or the Bible period. Would you respond in obviously your way? Would you respond? Would you just leave it alone? or like would you respond back in a certain way? Would you just leave it alone? Like I'm not gonna even answer this person. I'm gonna let them say what they want.
But see, it depends on what what is it? Is it are they talking directly to me?
Yeah, like they're you put you at one of your podcasts and you're because you have a religious podcast, right?
A Christian podcast.
Okay, so your Christian podcast, and they heard something, and they say no, Chris Gray, this about the Christian. I don't know what it is you say, right? I don't want to bring up a quote that's wrong or whatever, but there's something you put, and they're questioning it or they're saying it's wrong. They're coming at you in a way, right? Nothing disrespectful, but they're coming at your religion or your quote.
Trying too hard to kill.
I know I'm trying. But I'm just trying to see. Would you respond if someone comes at you? Would you respond in any way?
It's very simple. Everybody has a right to their own opinion.
Okay.
And even Christianity, I'm not pushing Christianity on anybody. I can't do that. I can't force any one of you guys to believe what I believe.
The only reason I ask because there is people that do that. So I just want to make sure which side you're on.
And you know what? It's if you really understand, like if they really read and understand the Bible, they will know that they can't force anybody into believing anything.
Okay.
The better way to handle a situation like that is to probably maybe not even to say anything, right? But the best way to handle it is now you got a name, right? So if I post something on, actually this happened before. I post something on Instagram.
All right.
This is a load of garbage. I at least have their name from their comments, and the least I could do is pray for them, right?
Okay.
And the reason why that's the best way to approach it is because Akil, the God who I serve, knows everything about every single one of us. And he knows exactly what to say to your heart right now to get you to do whatever. Okay. Why don't I pray to that God to talk to your heart versus me guessing about the best thing to say?
That would be your response.
The best response would be no response, but to talk to God about it.
Cool.
Right?
Cool. That's all I want to hear.
I actually appreciate that approach. But just using that as an example, if somebody says if they post that is a load of garbage, what you said, wouldn't you want to ask them, okay, well, why do you think it's a load of garbage?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you use that as an opportunity to teach rather than ignore it?
Absolutely. But you see, the context is important. And you know, especially on social media, there's a lot of trolls out there, right?
Of course.
So why, you know, and like I said, I would pray about it first. What should I do? I'd pray and I say, okay, God, deal with that person. But let me know if you want me to say anything to that person.
Okay.
If God says, no, leave it to me, I'll step away, won't do anything. But if God says, just inquire some more about what they're talking about.
Directly.
I would say, what do you mean? Right? The key to it is not to, and again, this is my perspective.
Yeah, of course.
The key about it is to understand the best approach to it from God's perspective, right? Because I don't want to reply back to that person with emotion, right? And feel like he's attacking me. He might be attacking me. I don't want to reply back with emotion and feed right into the reason why he's attacking me in the first place.
You know, the funny thing about that is whenever I see trolls on social media, whenever I see comments, I always look at the person who's responding.
You look them up, eh?
I always look at how their demeanor is in their response.
Yeah.
And whenever I see someone respond with calm or they're very articulate in their response, it almost looks a troll look really more stupid. You know what I mean? So when you use that as an example, if someone says that what you said, Chris, was dumb or doesn't make sense, and rather than saying, no, you're an idiot, you're stupid, my response would be like, well, why doesn't it make sense? Why don't you explain it to me why doesn't it make sense? So if they can't give a good explanation, then I don't have to say it. Their explanation actually makes them look more stupid.
Actually, you know what? There is an influencer, and this is one
Don't
of the
name any names.
I was going to, but
No.
okay. There's an influencer who's a Christian. He says he's a Christian. I can't judge his conviction or his relationship with God, but he says he's a Christian, so it's fine. But he went on social media and he said something, and I was like, "That's not what that scripture means, right?" And I went into his comments and I said, "You know what? I think you're taking this out of context just a little bit because this scripture is related to this."
Yeah.
Now, this is how he replied. So in this situation, to him, I'm the troll. I'm the guy responding to something he's put on social media. He knows nothing about me. I'm the troll to him. But I said, you know what? I think you're taking this out of context a little bit. This scripture is supposed to mean this, this, and this. Here's how he replied, and I respect him for replying like this. share your insights so that we could all learn from it.
There we go.
Okay.
That's what he
Absolutely.
replied back
Yeah.
to my
Absolutely.
comment.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I shared my insight
Uh-huh.
of what the scripture actually means.
Yep.
He liked it, thumbs up.
That's it.
He learned and grew, and everybody who now looks at that comment
Mm-hmm.
can learn from it now.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying before. You should use those moments as a teachable
moment.
or an opportunity to say, you know what, we're having a misinterpretation
But
on both
the way-
ends, but how can we show others
Yeah.
how this can all make sense to everybody?
But the way that that is communicated matters, right? Because if I got on there onto his comment and just started to say, "This is a load of garbage.
That's right.
This is trash.
That's right.
Nobody should follow you,"
Yeah.
I don't think he would have responded. He would have just ignored me.
Right.
But because of the way that I approached it,
Yeah. Your
he
response. is
decided he inquired more to say, "Hey, educate us all.
There we go.
Share what you know."
Yep.
And I replied back, "Everybody learned from it, right?"
Yeah.
So it's a matter of understanding the context, how that person is responding to anything. And the frame of your question was in a religious perspective or in a Christian perspective for me, right? Understanding the context of it and the person who's responding to it, understanding if by you saying something, will it take the conversation or the people speaking to it closer to God, or will it take them further away? Right? And the way that we want to answer any question, even this answer right now,
Yeah.
I want to answer in a way that's going to lead everyone here, everybody listening.
Yeah.
I want to answer in a way that's going to lead them to God, not away from Him, right? And that's what everybody needs to remember,
Okay.
right? Thank you. Yes. So listen.
Go ahead.
You guys can listen
ahead.
to the podcast.
Shout it out.
It's called the Faith Fight Podcast.
That's right.
That's one.
I've
That's
been
right.
doing it since 2018
On what platforms?
on everywhere. Just Google it. You'll find it on everything. I share the things that God has put in my heart so I can help other people grow and mature spiritually.
Mhm.
So if you want to listen to the podcast, you can listen to it.
Very much.
If you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it.
Mhm.
And this is something that I say about podcasts, especially the Faith Fight podcast, because it's a Christian. Not everybody's going to agree with my worldview, my
Yeah.
Christian worldview.
Mhm.
So if you want to learn more about the truth of it, go and listen to the Faith Fight podcast. If you don't want to listen, if you don't have if you, don't listen to it. I'm not forcing. If one person listens to if I got one download on that podcast every single episode, I will still do it
That's right.
because that's what God called me to do in this season, right?
I know we're going to move on, but I just want to touch upon that real quick. Do you feel as if you have to, whenever you put the word, I want to be delicate, whenever you put the word faith or religious in front of the term podcast, do you feel as if, or if it probably doesn't even matter to you, do you feel as if the attraction to your audience is less, or it's going to be more? Or does it even, it doesn't even matter?
Yeah, to me,
Because a lot of times people may say, I don't want to hear about the scriptures. I don't want to be bombarded with all this. So I'm gonna probably stay away.
all right. Let me answer two different ways. I'll answer one way as podcaster, podcast producer, podcast coach. Then I'll answer as a Christian.
Mhm.
Okay. As a podcaster, a podcast coach, producer, right? I would tell people to optimize the title of their podcast. First of all, know who your audience is, and then title your podcast accordingly.
Message.
Right? So if you don't know who your podcast is or who it's for, then you're not going to your title, you're gonna miss catching them in the title of your podcast. So my podcast is for Christians.
That's right.
Christians who are trying to grow in their faith, trying to find their purpose and draw closer to God.
So that's your target audience.
If you look at the title of my podcast,
Yep.
all of
That's
those
what
words
it
are in it,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's who the podcast is for. So if any one of them are searching up something, my podcast is going to come up.
But what about for those that are not there yet, as far as their faith lies or their religion? What if they're not there yet?
Mhm.
Right? How would they?
What would they search on Google? No. If they're searching for their religion, they're searching for who they are, right?
Yeah.
To find where they are spiritually.
Mhm.
What would they be searching? What would they type into Google? And if they're thinking about Christianity, what would they be? What would they be searching?
Christianity Chris's podcast or Christianity
wouldn't-
or Christianity podcast.
They probably would,
Christian podcast.
or help me find my purpose, or or what something they would be searching something. But the thing that they'll be searching would be one of the keywords